Ladies and gentlemen, this world-class tag team bout has entered the ring. Your referee is David Manning. I'll introduce first the masked man from Minnesota in the red corner, the Grappler. From North Dakota, 293 pounds, Black Bart.
So we're ready to go as David Manning will be refereeing this main event. David is for World Class Wrestling Association. They're sort of supervisor referees, a referee troubleshooter. Longtime referee in World Class Wrestling Association as the Grappler and Black Bart talk it over. And there's a fan, evidently the Dingo Warrior. Never know just how the Dingo's going to come out and what colors, and he's out in a looking something like a condor. A high-flying, tough bird. Lance Von Erich ready to go against Black Bart. The handsome Lance Von Erich, superstar of professional wrestling. And big Black Bart, 295 pounds. He's whacking away and getting his shots in early. Former world heavyweight champion. Look out, there's what makes Lance so great. Things like this, right on top, could end it. One, no, Black Bart rolls out. Tremendous moves by Lance Von Erich. Black Bart thought he had things going his way, and suddenly he's flat on his back and almost counted out of this thing. That gives Lance and the Dingo Warrior a chance to regroup and talk things over. And Black Bart is still in the ring. And the crowd picks up a chant. So Lance is going against Black Bart. And, oh, not quite a tag there. Lance almost had it, but the tag is Black Bart. There is a Dingo Warrior. Wherever the Dingo is wrestling now, his youngsters, his friends, the little kids, and medium-sized ones start painting their faces like the Dingo Warrior. So you got little junior warriors all over the place. And here comes the big warrior, the Dingo Man. Dingo from the Queens, New York. And he holds on to the Grappler. The Grappler is one of the most precision-like of wrestlers. He can be. He can also be quite tough. But he's a man of 200 or 300 holes, probably, if you could count them all up. And the Dingo Warrior is a man of immense strength and agility. Look at that. A kick that sent the Grappler flying backwards. And if it had some goalposts up there, then he might have gotten 3 points out of that. There he is, the handsome Dingo Warrior. And of course, Dingo is Australian. That's a very tough and popular dog. The Australian Dingo. The Dingo Warrior. It has a tenacity. Just like that canine of Australia. And this Dingo spends hours and hours a day keeping that body in that superb physical condition. Full Nelson by Black Bart, who probably hasn't been in that same conditioning program that the Dingo Warrior's been in lately. Look at that. Well, that's an inspiration for those youngsters to get out there and lift some weights and work out. Keep their body trim. Can't promise you look like the Dingo, but certainly you're going to build some muscles and build some strength like this man is building. 295 pounds, hopping up and down like a kangaroo. Dingo with Black Bart. Not under the rope, but on the rope. Let him go. That's it. That's what Lance said. Let him go. And Bart is so shaken up, he's got lost in the wrong corner. And Bart is a man battered right now. He's lost his equilibrium and his way home. Now the little Dingo Warriors all around this arena. Dingo gives one of his ribbons to one of the youngsters to make him the official Dingo Junior Warrior of the evening. Oh, look at that drop kick. Whacking the grappler. A great move with Dingo and Lance Von Erich. And right back up Lance with the wrist lock, twisting it again. And a crowd picking up, go, Lance, go. Good move by Lance in absorbing some of that blow, and then he hooks in the grappler, but there's why the grappler is so great. And then a switch over, and finally that side mirror move by Lance Von Erich. The grappler holding back, and then Lance made a double movement on him and got grappler on the mat. So Bart and the grappler have really had their problems with Lance Von Erich and the Dingo Warrior. Well, you can get a Dingo Warrior Junior Warrior Club going here. All these kids out. Boom! And Lance Von Erich hit in the back by the grappler. Grappler claims he was accidentally doing that. I'm not sure. I think he put a knee in there, but right now, Lance Von Erich is not really academically concerned about that. He's worried about being dropped on that top rope and into this boot. That big right boot of the grappler. Remember, he has an oversized right boot. An equalizer. Oh, there's a clothesline on Lance Von Erich. Here is a try for a pin. And not quite enough. We got two out of that, though. Well, Lance Von Erich battling with the grappler, Black Bart. Comes in. They got to try to double clothesline, and they do. And Black Bart takes over now. The Bart and grappler trying for the first time to get back in this match. But look at Lance pulling him over. Bart's holding on and does a knuckle job on Lance Von Erich head. As you see this big crowd on hand for this sportatorium action here in Dallas. The enormous support of World Class Wrestling Association by their loyal fans in Dallas and Texas. 1, 2, and not quite 3. Lance managed to flail his way out of there as Black Bart and Grappler have taken a bit of the advantage right now, and the Dingo Warrior wants to get back in this bout if Lance can get over to his corner. Lance Von Erich in the corner buckle, and the Grappler pile drives his way all the way into the post, and here comes the Dingo Warrior. The Dingo Warrior taking off on the Grappler, up and over. The Dingo Warrior trying to annihilate the Grappler, and he boots him, and boots him good. Once again, the Grappler on his move, David Von Erich, and a smashing blow head on by the Dingo Warrior into the Grappler. Big shot again. Dingo all wound up. Now Lance Von Erich will come in, and they've got the Dingo Lance combination. Now Black Bart decides he'll come across, and he gets his treatment. Another drop kick for the Grappler. Here comes the Dingo Warrior in, and the timing is perfect. A huge forearm. Dingo on the grappler, 2, 3. Dingo and Lance Von Erich thrill this huge crowd at the Sportatorium. Let's go to Mark Lawrence at ringside.
10 minutes, 7 seconds. Dingo and the Lance are winners.
Dingo and Lance Von Erich. And we'll be back with more to tell you about World Class Championship Wrestling in just a moment.